I realize I haven't been getting any crop updates in this year since way in the beginning of the year. Just rain, rain, rain. That's all I can say for this year, and it's gotten a person behind all the time, and whenever I can work, I don't have time to film and can't grab the camera and do my work at the same time. So apologize for that if some of you are kind of wondering what's all going on out there in western Minnesota. Still getting a little bit behind because it's still raining constantly. Had somewhere between 2.5 inches of rain again this week, and 3 different rains. Seems to want to rain every 2, 3, 4 days, and just having a difficult time trying to keep up with everything. Right now I would be out there spraying aphids with the ground sprayer, but it's just too muddy right now to do that, and so I'm either got to wait for it to kind of dry off a little bit, or else pay a plane to do it from the air. Another difficulty for this year, soybeans, again, the growth rate there is a little bit all over the place just because of all the rain that we've had. As you could see in my earlier videos, we had a lot of water. Had to replant a little bit of beans as well in a few spots there. Got drowned out, especially around tiles. Just couldn't take it fast enough. Corn, of course, I had to replant some of the corn as well. That, of course, what it was replanted isn't doing as well. My corn on corn is doing very poorly. Today the airplane was supposed to be here or scheduled to be here anyway, to put on CoRon and a sulfur mix onto the corn to help get some more nutrients into it. Hopefully can finish off a little bit better. There's nothing really to brag about this year. You know, there's spots, a lot of the spots on the corn that look pretty good, but some of it looks poorly as well. And soybeans, some of it looks really good, some of it's kind of poorly. It's just a mixed bag this year. Last year we had a drought, but it was easier to scout your fields all the time. It's easier to keep up with your workload. This year it's just been a struggle all the way through. Right now what I'm going to do, because it's so muddy too, but for my viewers as well, is I'm going to take my drone up. So I got a different drone this year. I guess I already probably introduced you to it in an earlier video, because I headed up flying over to see all the water. But I'm going to take my drone up and we'll just take a little bit of a scan over the fields here and see what we can find. They say right now, if I could get that CoRon and Sulfer on the corn, get the aphids taken care of, you know, that's kind of the priority right now. So let's take a flight here and see what things look like from the air. Well, that was the plane putting on the CoRon and sulfur mixture. A lot of that had washed out of the soil, but I usually put on some CoRon anyway, so you can hear him in the background there. There he goes again. What the CoRon does is it pulls it in through the leaves to add nitrogen into the plant, which a lot of that we've lost in the soil the way it is. Plus, the roots probably didn't go down all that low this year to really grab onto that nitrogen like they usually do and follow the nitrogen down into the soil. So, and then sulfur does the same thing. Sulfur can wash out of the soil as well. So I put on a couple gallons of CoRon, put some sulfur in there, and hopefully the ears will fill out a little bit better than they would without it. That's my hope anyway.